position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense has the ball first today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Rush is on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Emmanuel. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. BYU right back to the line. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about the punt.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it...
Makes it right alongside. Here he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're after him. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. No huddle, offense to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Defense in press coverage. Coming out on first down with the play fake. There's the pressure. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. BYU lines up quickly. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss.
He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Baker. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. They boot it away. And it'll be down right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab on the left.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
He'll keep it himself.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fakes to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one. On the go route, and there is no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Got it behind the line. It's Emmanuel. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll go with the 5-wide outset on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. looking to throw on first down. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, BYU.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's French. Fires left. He makes the catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the... Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Scoring, you've got backups in the game now, and I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Emmanuel. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Baker. Might be looking to run. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter.
Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if it...
Just steamrolling the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Samatova. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Going to the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Runs through a tackle. He now has 80 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Dropping back, it's French. Got the quick pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys.
56, BYU, 21.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
BYU, 28.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He has 89 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Just ran him over. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This whole crowd starting to see with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Punt is on its way. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll give it to him again. Past the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player. As you come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.